break, I see. But when was the last time you hydrated? I see. Many of you do not seem to have water glasses nearby. Now, I'm going to count to 3, and then you will pause the video and get up and get yourself a glass of water. 1, 2, 3. Ah, you're back. And I see many of you have taken my advice. Though, some of you have coffee. Well, an imperfect solution is still a solution. I return you to the entertainment.
I see we have guests today at the Castle dell'Artista. I am Jester, and today we will be doing a craft that I used to do quite a lot of as a child. Mothman, would you like to come out and say hello? Yes? Mothman will be helping me today. So, what we'll be doing is making boxes out of popsicle sticks. This is a very basic design, but everyone starts somewhere, or some days you just want to do something simple. Now, I have my parts already laid out. Of course, you do not need to color your popsicle sticks. When I used to make these, I wouldn't bother. But perhaps another day I will show you how I dyed these and some other dyeing techniques as well. As you can see, I've chosen to do a rainbow pattern, and we will start laying that out. Now it takes 11 sticks to make the length of one. Oops. Let's put you off to the side. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we're going to need 2 more. Along the top, and I think I will also start making my lid so they'll dry at the same time. So I'm going to again make my rainbow. So for the bottom I'm just going to make it red because you're not going to see it, but for the top I'm going to make a rainbow pattern. To have a little visitor. May all admire the Mac. He's a fairly good cat. He doesn't tend to jump on everything when I'm working, but he does like to be near, so he's been orbiting my feet. There you go. But I have to do things right now. Much as I'd love to, yeah. Yeah, you're not worried by the mask at all. Alright. Right, where were we? Ideally, you want your popsicle sticks to be nice and flat, but well, they never do seem to be. And then, since my top layer I'm going to also make red, I will use red to hold my lid as well. And while the glue is still wet, that's when you need to make your final adjustments, make sure everything's nice and straight. And I think, excuse me, that while we'll be waiting for the glue to dry on this, I will also make a little handle for it. As you can see, I have a little handle on this lid. I will make a little handle on this one. Set that aside to let it dry, and now to move on to building my box. It's not the tidiest job perhaps, but it's going to be on the inside and the glue dries clear, so no one will know. Don't be stingy with the glue, even if you think it'll make it look tidier. All that's holding this together are the 4 little dots at the corners. And while this isn't the sturdiest construction, you still don't want it to be too delicate. We just keep building up the layers, as many layers as you want. Now, the tallest one I made was, well, something like that, I believe. Fortunately, I don't have any pictures of it, but I made it back in high school. It could be tidier with the glue, but I'm not really too fussed about it. I'm more interested in making a strong bond than in making something perfect. And obviously there are more complicated techniques you could do if you wanted to cut your popsicle sticks down to size. You could make a triangle box, or a hexagon, or instead of lining them up exactly like this, you could start putting them at a little angle and make them curve on their way up. But I am just doing the basics today. I'm doing two rows of purple, because then I will start doing the rainbow in reverse on the way back up. And while the glue is wet, every so often you're going to want to make little adjustments to make sure that everything is more or less lined up straight. We're going to finish with the orange layer because the lid will be the top red layer. Nearly there. You want to give it a little squish every so often to make sure the glue is getting into all the little nooks and crannies of the wood. Well, now we need to wait for the glue to dry, which should take, I think it's about half an hour before I can pick it up. Well, I will leave Mothman in charge to make sure my cat doesn't jump up and start poking things. And we'll come back and check on this in half an hour. Welcome back. My glue should be dry enough to deal with. Mothman, I specifically put you in charge so that we would keep little critters out of my crafts. You are going back in my pocket, which I expect is what you wanted anyway. Here we go. So, some of the glue leaked through and stuck to the paper, but well, as you can see, well, once I'm done filming, the glue is still a little wet, and I will clean this off with a warm damp cloth. It won't damage the color since this is dyed, so that should be all right. And we have the lid, which I will attach the little handle to. Nice big blob of glue. There. I have a few more little wooden stars that I will place on different places. It's just, I've got 5 of them, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's perfect here. Go. So this is what the box looks like from the side. And then when it has the lid on, it makes a full rainbow. the red on top. And then in another half an hour, this should be fully ready to be used. First, I'm going to clean off the little bits of glue at the bottom.